In 68 AD, the old-school Roman general Servius Sulpicius Galba was not happy with Emperor Nero's leadership. Nero's reign was kind of whack, and Galba believed the empire needed a classic uomo d'onore to get the empire restored to glory. But old homie was in his 70s, and his legion was in modern-day Spain. Marching to Rome to cuck Nero would be extremely risky, and Galba would not execute operations without a clear sign from the gods. But old Legatus would not be alone with his thoughts. As he contemplated the risks of the coup, a mule began to give birth in front of him, which should not be possible. Mules are known to be sterile, and yet a healthy foal was born in front of him. Galba was inspired, as this was a sign from the gods that the impossible was indeed possible. This foal was his sign to strike. Galba assumed the title Legatus of the Senate and People, and began a march to Rome. And as we all know, the Praetorian Guard betrayed Nero, who then knifed himself, and Galba took the throne with no bloodshed, briefly. But that aside, the key is that Galba, like many others since, knew the calling of the universe. This ascension to the throne was an early example of successful vibe trading. And now, my friends, let us indulge the story of a more recent vibe trader who spoke to the universe and to whom the universe responded. On Tuesday, April 14th, 2026, our homie user WallStreetBets was having a horrible morning. He woke up 7 minutes before his alarm, which is too little time to get back to sleep. He was robbed of his last few minutes of blissful rest. He shortly thereafter checked his email and discovered that someone had scheduled a worthless meeting called Stakeholder Sync at 4:30 p.m., which every office worker knows is supposed to be illegal. Worse, he somehow managed to drop his sunglasses onto the floor and stepped on them while trying to pick them up, thereby shattering them irredeemably. For those not living in an active war zone, this chain of events ranks in the bottom quartile of quality of life. But such bad luck in the early morning surely meant he's due for some good luck as the day goes on. With only about $700 in his Robinhood portfolio, our man of meager net worth was waiting for such misfortune, as only a full port could pull him out of his destitution, and karma would surely swing back in his favor in short order. All he needed was a sign to execute. A more sophisticated individual might have turned to WallStreetBets for the hot pick of the day, but the knockoff Batman had a more accessible weapon in his tool belt: Twitter, which is still currently nicknamed X for some reason. He had but one notification: a DM from May Musk, the esteemed mother of Papa Elon. She asked, "Hello dear, how are you doing? It's May Musk, Elon's mom. Are you a fan of my son?" It was obviously a scam. Only a fool would answer a DM that uses the word dear. But when a swimsuit model slides into your DMs, even a fake one, you must reflect upon what this means. According to Batman himself, when the universe sends you signals, you listen. This was the sign he was waiting for. He spent the rest of the day considering how to react to this sign. Should he DM the actual May Musk? Is she even on Twitter? Should he hit on a gilf? Should he lease a Tesla? Should he short Tesla? Should he short South Africa? There was no clear meaning to this message yet, and he decided to sleep on it. And the following morning, it all made sense. The first headline to slide across his screen was a description of how Tesla had taped out its A15 chips, meaning sent blueprints to start manufacturing, and was beginning work on the next generation of chips, called A16 and Dojo 3. Don't ask me what they do. If Lil Batman had any doubt that the universe was summoning him to full port 0 DTE calls on Tesla, those concerns were immediately abated. Today was his day, and the time to strike was now. Just before 10 a.m., our man took all the money he could scrape together, a scanty $700, and dropped it all into Tesla calls at the 385 strike expiring that day. At the time of his trade, Tesla was trading for $370, putting his strike $15 out of the money with just hours left on the contract. To everyone else, this looked like a horrible trade, and call sellers were willing to give away these contracts for just $10 each. But after a DM from Elon's mom and a blaring headline, Mr. Batman could see right through the noise of the stock charts. Wealth abundant was at hand. All he had to do was wait. And for some reason, he spent $40 on deep out-of-the-money Apple calls too, just to hedge. Like our brochacho Batman, yours truly needs to get paid. So I am proud to announce the pretty goated sponsor of this video, Moomoo. They're basically giving away Edge right now, so you'll want to tap in. Moomoo is one of the more rewarding brokers out there, especially for small portfolios. Very often, typically every month or so, Moomoo will put on an event designed to put some more coin into your pocket. In April, Moomoo gave users up to $50 in options coupons for completing trading education tasks, effectively knocking down the cost of your contracts by providing cash rebates after the trade settles. I diligently log in every day, participate in whatever promotions I can, and cash in my Moo points for cash vouchers or occasionally merch, like this neck pillow. And to sweeten the pot, new users who transfer assets to Moomoo or deposit cash will receive up to $600 in Nvidia shares depending on the size of their transfer or deposit. This is a rising broker not to be missed. Use my referral in the description to get the maximum reward. Thank you to Moomoo for sponsoring dank trades, and let's get back to business. With Dr. Batman's full mic committed to 0 day to expiration Tesla calls $15 out of the money, all hope rested on Papa Elon and the Cybertruck. And throughout the morning, the Muskrat delivered, as pundits, degenerates, and the occasional actual investor piled into Tesla shares on the exciting chip news. Shares blasted higher like a SpaceX rocket on Charlie. Under the guidance of George W. Bush's No Strike Left Behind Act, Tesla made a moonshot up the options chain, driving call prices through the roof. Batman watched with eyes wide open as Tesla's unrelenting thrusters kicked into full gear and zoomed past his 385 strike less than 90 minutes after he purchased. By 11:15, his seemingly hopeless Tesla calls were in the money with clear skies ahead. Victory was at hand. Just prior to 11:30, our man began cashing out his win, dumping the calls he bought for $10 for a succulent $548 a pop. His position nearly 55x'd. In 90 minutes, he achieved a 4,450% gain, pushing his pauperish portfolio to a respectable $38,000. His Apple calls expired worthless. The comments section, to its credit, responded to this trade with the nuanced intellectual rigor it deserved. User Solid Incident 1163 dubbed this trade 7 out of 10 on the WallStreetBets scale on account of its well-executed DD. But user No Insurance 8183 delivered a challenge. Could our homie run this up to $1 million? Or better yet, adjusted for inflation, the $18 million that would make Rockefeller himself call him a millionaire? He finished with a sarcastic call to action of, "I bet you can." In other words, it was a dare. Batman replied, "You can do anything with good vibes, bro." A response like this is ambiguous. It was not immediately clear if our man accepted the challenge, but further replies made it clear. Mr. Batman wasn't going anywhere. The angel of degeneracy had sunk her teeth in, and now there would be no stopping him. Batman whipped his portfolio back out with his eyes on the prize of $1 million. And now, armed with over 38,000 buckaroos, he had the arsenal he needed to achieve it. Here on April 15th, 7 days before ServiceNow's earnings call on April 22nd, Holy Chit Batman got back on the train. ServiceNow, ticker NOW, had been getting throated during the bear market in software stocks. From a high of $225 in December 2024, ServiceNow had declined to just over $90. According to anyone with a pulse, AI was going to kill IT and customer support, and ServiceNow was at the mercy of AI systems. But Batman was not convinced. He bum-rushed the options chain to pick up 500 calls at the 125 strike, expiring on April 24th, 2 days after earnings. Since this strike was 30% out of the money, those calls were trading dirt cheap at only $25 a pop. By Batty's calculations, this $12,500 investment should easily 100x to over $1 million. Besides, after a 55x on Tesla, a 100x should be less than twice as challenging. He was initially reluctant to share his thesis, but upon being pried open by user Wall Street Stonks, he professed that the market was incorrect about ServiceNow being threatened by Anthropic, but rather that ServiceNow uses Claude, and therefore shares are undervalued after the recent sell-off. The ironic part is that this thesis sounds like it was written by AI, and also doesn't really make much sense. Despite significant skepticism, his fellow WSB-tards couldn't help but hop on the wagon. With a mix of reluctance and enthusiasm, the homies got in the Batmobile, where they were welcomed with open arms. ServiceNow climbed over the next several days to about $100, Other traders cashed out, but Batman expressed his intent to hold through earnings rather than puss out in advance. And when the big day came, it held nothing back. After market hours on April 22nd, CEO Billy McDermott took the mic to announce that ServiceNow narrowly beat estimates on the top and bottom lines, but would face headwinds from, quote, the Middle East due to delayed deal closings. This was obviously nonsense. ServiceNow did not run the toll booth on the Strait of Hormuz. Investors saw right through the Iran war excuse. Traders dumped shares relentlessly, driving the stock down more than 15% after hours. And by the following trading day, it was even worse. There was no prospect of recovery left for Mr. Batman's calls, as they dissolved into the ether, and his entire investment was dusted as the Batmobile crashed into an AI data center and burst into flames. Our man had petitioned the universe for a second round of gains, but the cosmos rejected his call, just like Batman rejected my call. By my calculations, if he has not screwed up further, Batman still has quite a few G's left, and this adventure should not end here, unless he wises up to cash out and buy shares of SPY. User HolyChitBatman, all I can say is we'll be watching for you. Thank you all for tuning in. Stay degenerate, stay liquid, and may the universe DM you something useful. Come hang out in our free Discord, and you may find yourself pleasantly surprised with what resources are in front of you. See you all in the next episode of Dank Trades.